exactly 10 years ago, the Syrian people peacefully took to the streets. They chanted slogans for freedom and held up pictures of detained friends and relatives. They called for an end to government corruption. They asked the government to respect their human rights. The people were filled with hope, solidarity, and song. And what response did they get? The Assad regime responded with violence. To put a permanent end to this suffering, the United States remains committed to achieving a political solution to the Syrian conflict, per the parameters outlined in UN Security Council Resolution 2254. We strongly support Special Envoy Patterson's efforts aimed at enhancing and advancing a political settlement.
Eleanor Roosevelt, who shaped the Universal Declaration on Human Rights, once said, "Without equality, there can be no democracy." In other words, the status of women is the status of democracy. For our part, the United States will work to improve both. We are committed to upholding the democratic values embedded in the Declaration, and we firmly believe that when we work together globally, we can achieve the vision within it. We look forward to partnering with all of you in the days and years ahead.
We will continue to work together on core security issues like the denuclearization of North Korea and maritime security, and we'll stand up for our shared democratic values because we know that democracy and human rights are core elements of any stable and secure region. We're united in the vision of a free and open Indo-Pacific region, where countries follow the rules, cooperate whenever they can, and resolve their differences peacefully. And in particular, we will push back if necessary when China uses coercion or aggression to get its way. President Biden plans to complete a North Korea policy review in the weeks ahead in close coordination and consultation with the Republic of Korea, with Japan, with other key partners, including reviewing pressure options and potential for future diplomacy. We are committed to the denuclearization of North Korea, reducing the broader threat the DPRK poses to the United States and our allies, and improving the lives of all Koreans, including the people of North Korea, who continue to suffer widespread and systematic abuses at the hands of their repressive government.
Today, we'll have an opportunity to discuss key priorities, both domestic and global, so that China can better understand our administration's intentions and approach. Our intent is to be direct about our concerns, direct about our priorities, with the goal of a more clear-eyed relationship between our countries moving forward. Thank you for being here.
We've called for all countries to ratify and implement the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination. After all, this is about shaping the future. It's shaping the future we want for our children and our grandchildren and their grandchildren. We have flaws, deep, serious flaws, but we talk about them. We work to address them. And we press on in hopes that we can leave the country better than we found it. We can do the same on a multilateral scale. Let us expose the racism and racial discrimination endemic in every society around the globe. Let us press forward to root out that discrimination and remove the rot from our foundations. And on this day, dedicated to ending racial discrimination, as our flags fly at half-staff, let us leave our children a less hateful, more hopeful world.